everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is not really a part of my virtual learning series, but more of my back to school series, because in this video I will be showing you how I clean and organize the kids' room in order for them to get back into their routines and have, I guess, like an organized state of mind. As you can see, this room is horrible, okay? Horrible. It's partly my fault because I did take out their system for keeping their toys together. I used that when I redid the reading corner for virtual learning. So that is partly my fault. So they have a lot of toys everywhere. But the other part of this is not my fault. So you see a lot of clothes, a lot of like, I guess, trash. And believe it or not, this happened over the course of a couple days because they did clean their room. Granted, they probably threw stuff under the bed and under the dresser, but they did clean their room prior to this, probably 2 days before. So right now I am helping them to get clean, get this room clean and organized so that they can have a healthy, fresh start to the school year. So here I'm just starting to do the first thing that I actually think of doing, which is getting the toys organized. To tell you the truth, when I walked in here, I was really overwhelmed. So I didn't really know where I wanted to start. So I felt like starting with the toys would probably make more sense. So I just took the buckets that I will be using for their new toy organization system, and I had them separate them into categories. So they are doing that right now, and we're going to donate or throw away any toys that they no longer use or are no longer usable. So that will get a lot of the toys out and only keep the toys that they actually want. So as you can tell by my change of clothes, this is the next day. So after work the next day, I got started with trying to finish up the room. So basically, so that I wasn't overwhelmed, I wanted to tackle the room section by section. So this section that I'm starting with here will hold their toy organizational unit. So I'm cleaning, I was trying to clean the walls where they had the leftover stickers that they posted there, vacuuming and everything. And then I'm going to bring in the toy unit, and that's what we'll put the drawers in that will hold their toys. Now we're moving on to the next section of the room. This is where their old toy organizational unit used to be. So we decided to bring up their kitchen set from the basement so that they can play with it in their room, and we're going to put it alongside this wall. So I'm just clearing out all the trash and everything, and I'm going to vacuum this side of the room so that the kitchen set will have a clean space to go. Okay, so now I'm over here in the corner, um, right at their door entry, and this is where I usually put their laundry basket. So I wanted to pick up the dirty clothes that were on the floor and vacuum so that I could put their laundry basket back over here, and they could then put all those dirty clothes they had thrown everywhere back where it belongs. My next big task is this dresser. It's like really right now, it's a catch all. They throw anything on there. That drink is actually mine, but we have a bunch of different things on here. We have shoes and little dolls. Their new clothes that I just brought, I did put those in there when I came upstairs. But other than that, it's just things that don't belong there on top of this dresser. So I'm just going through, throwing trash in the trash, giving them stuff to put in where they belong. And then I'm going to put all the clothes in a bag because these are fall winter clothes. I'm putting them in a bag because I will be sorting them in another video. I cleaned off the top of the dresser, I'm going to focus on the drawers in a separate video when I go through their clothing. Um, as you can see, I think one or two of their knobs came off, and I ordered some more knobs to put on their dresser. So I'm going to change the knobs and the labels on the dresser and go through their clothes, but that will be in a different video. Right now, I'm focused on the last part of the room, which is like where their bed and everything is, like the central part of the room. And here I'm just going through this. Used to be their toy basket. That black and white striped basket was another thing that they put toys in, but we are using this as like another trash can. This whole thing is going to go into the trash, so we're just putting stuff in there to be put out for trash. And then I'm going through the same thing I did for the dresser and giving them things that don't belong over here and having them put them where they belong. We finally finished this side of the room. And as I started to vacuum underneath the bed, I realized that they still had so much like trash and just random stuff underneath the bed. So I had them go under and pull out the different things. And as you can see, I eventually had to get up under there myself and pull out things that they missed so that I could actually vacuum under the bed and make sure everything was completely clean. And they also had to do the same thing for the dresser before this because they had just so much stuff pushed underneath. So we have finally reached, almost reached the finish line. So normally I try to do this once or twice a month where I clean their uh, their bed. I will spray it with Lysol and I will clean it off. You can't see from here, but it is very dirty. It gets dirty, of course, from their footprints, handprints, whatever prints. It just is dirty. So I try to make sure that I clean the bed, wipe it down once or twice a month when I wash their blankets and change their sheets. So I even get up here on Aria's top bunk because I also wipe the walls down and the walls accumulate dust. So I have to make sure I'm doing that more often than not. Wash their sheets and blankets, so I'm going to put those back on and have them help me make up their bed. Well, not completely make it up, but towards the end, you'll see that they'll start to put their pillows and things like that on the bed. Now that the room is all clean and organized, it's just a great feeling to see everything in its place and to go from that overwhelming feeling to just basically serenity. I mean, even the kids are excited because, the kitchen set is up here and everything is like so clean. They were even excited to get rid of some of the toys they weren't playing with because it did clutter the room and it made it harder for them to keep it clean because they didn't really have the space. But now every aspect of the room is clean and organized and everything has a place. Um, the only thing we didn't do was um, the closet and the drawers, but that will be in another video, as I said. But as of now, everything is good, and they will have to clean their room every night before they go to bed. So before they cut that light off to go to bed, this room has to be clean, and that is our rule. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back at another time with another video. Bye.